Hey, yo, Ebony. They might get mad at you for this one, Mama.
Take a seat with Ebony. We gon' talk about everything. Go get these lives. Maybe shake a little life. Fill up your glass. Keep it with Clive. Take a seat with Ebony. We gon' talk about everything. Go get these lives. Maybe shake a little life. Fill up your glass. Keep it with Clive. Fill up your glass. Maybe shake a little light.
Greetings and salutations, everyone's. I want to come all. We here.
We are.
We here. I'm trying to bounce back from the sugar crash of drinking that Kool-Aid that I made.
Listen, you too old to be making the hood Kool-Aid, okay?
It was good too. It was the orange kind. It was so good.
You are too old to be making
The hell I am.
the hood Kool-Aid. You're just too old to be doing it. Love you though.
Listen, I put a little liquor in the end.
Now the liquor ain't no problem. The liquor ain't no problem.
Listen, I saw a recipe with pineapple juice and some light liquor, and then they want honey, an ounce of honey jack and an ounce of apple jack, and some of that the glass bottle apple juice. Yeah. I'm gonna get the ingredients. We're gonna see what it's hitting for. But until then, welcome all to Chasing Dallas Season 5, Episode 2. I believe this episode was called Kiss My Ass. Yeah.
First of all, let me. First of all, Robert Ray, you messy as hell.
Well,
funny, but listen,
your baby daddy.
But my baby, and he was messy as hell, but his confessionals were funny as shit. Shawn, you my baby, but ooh, you messy.
Indeed. I would also like to shout out YB for coining the phrase of how I shall be referring to Ted Lee for the rest of the season as Madame Fraudulence. Baby, when I watched YB's review of this episode and he kept calling him Madame Fraudulence, baby.
What's going on?
What's wrong with you, Tracy? Listen. What the hell wrong with you, girl?
Talking about some debating about going to urgent care. If you feel like you need to go to urgent care, then you
probably need to take your ass to urgent care.
Exactly. Tracy, what is going? Girl, don't play games with us.
Hey, Paul.
Your side is hurting, girl. Go to the day.
Your side, like maybe your appendix is burst.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Or you might have kidney stones or something. Girl, take your ass.
You don't go to urgent. Go to the ER.
I was getting right. You took the words right out of my mouth. Go to the ER.
Here.
And don't make me call you because I got your number.
You heard her. And she'll put me on 3-way to yell at you.
Sure will. That's what my mama said. What is the debate?
Where your boyfriend at? Have him take you to the ER, please.
And I want to see a picture
of you at the ER.
Of you in the because you're gonna be in the waiting room. So I want a picture. Go. Bye. Thank you. Moving on.
Okay. What time he get home? Yeah, don't. Because we will figure out where the fuck you is and how to call 911 and have the ambulance come to your house. We've done it before.
I was gonna say we've done it before. Oh, we've gotten wellness checks on 5. It's 3:28. Okay, that's an hour and a half.
Okay.
Tracy, at 5:30, you need to be texting me that you in the car or y'all are pulling up.
Exactly.
All right.
If it get too bad, go without him and he can meet you at
Right. If
the
he gets you back, Uber there, and he can always just drive and meet you there.
right and take you home.
I'm not El Teddy. Don't do me.
Listen, we family now, Apple. We don't do that. We don't play. We don't play like that.
No, we don't. We don't play like that at all.
Monk Chip said, "Do you need Uber money?"
What's your Cash App? And I'll give her your Cash App too, because Monk Chip don't play either. I'll give her your Cash App. Don't think I won't when I will. Well, you let us know, seriously, real talk, Tracy. You let us know what's going on for real. Like, seriously.
Exactly. Don't do that.
Well, the first scene of this episode,
featured.
Shout out to Jet Jeff being an aerobic instructor.
Yes, even though YB said he looked like Richard Simmons, sweating to the oldies. First of all, I love my Joan Jett. You get your make your coins how you need to make your coins to fund your dreams, daughter. I'm not mad at all. I need someone to help me put on some decent clothes. What you got on? You hurt that bad that you can't put your clothes on? Call Tracy.
Tracy, stop playing with us.
Listen. Yeah, he was talking about Joan Jett at the time about the sweat to the oldies and how he don't trust fat yoga instructors and exercise people because clearly they don't know what they're doing if they still fat. My God. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but okay, fine. But yeah, Joan, big ups to Joan Jett for, being practical, chasing your dreams, but being practical about it and knowing that you need a 9 to 5 to subsidize.
I've even seen, because again, I've seen probably fitness instructors that are like a size, 16, 18, but they be getting it.
Right. I'll be out there just looking at them like, girl, I can't.
Right, Soulful Dog. You can be heavy set and be in shape. One don't have nothing to do with the other. Just like you can be thin and can't run a block. But listen, I'm here for it. It looks like it's doing well. He out there getting paid to catch flights. Listen, I ain't mad at you, sir.
I'm not either.
Good for you, Joan Jett.
Exactly.
Jonathan, see, he coming in here with he started with me. Abby, he started with me.
My husband, stop being mean to your sister-in-law. Jesus Christ. It's time for y'all. But we do need to for you to stretch your hands out towards Tracy. Maybe Jet was the workout person for the older people that can't lift their straight.
Moving on. I ain't doing it. Oh God. I love Joan Jett. That's my boo.
We love Joan Jett. Tracy ain't doing nothing. She's in pain and she need to go to the ER. So,
and can you please say a prayer, Jonathan, for her?
Stretch your hands
Get on that main line.
Your
Get on the
right
main
hand
line,
of power
Tracy.
towards Tracy, please.
Tell them what you want. Now listen. So the next scene, we are in the desert. Tumbleweed are blowing by. We're on a dirt road. We pull up to a 1862 house where Big Mama used to fry the chicken in the thick skillet, cast iron with the biscuits, gravy. We see Tetley,
AKA Madame
Fraudulent. Now Jonathan said, Tracy, I'm praying for you to get your hard head to the ER. Why don't nobody take nothing serious over here? Grapeland, is that like a sub, you know, a small town not far from Dallas? Okay. All I know is Telly was out there with the dust blowing by, and Robert pulls up.
I was waiting to hear.
It should have been playing. I mean, I know they got a copyright, but that would have been a perfect place to put in "This Ain't Texas." Woo! Oh Lord! And
not you a hypochondriac, Debbie. Oh no.
And then Robert was late, but did it matter whether Robert was late or not? Because
they had no key. It didn't matter.
How you gonna show somebody a house? Somebody, we can look through the window. What?
First of all, look through the window of what? Because it had U-Haul stickers everywhere. Was it a storage facility?
Who knows?
Like, it made no sense to me. And how do you expect him to have a thriving nail business way out there if he's trying to open?
Because it did look like, now again, I don't know nothing about, I don't know anything about the geography of the Dallas area, but it didn't look like it was anywhere close to a major area. Like, it even looked like it was on the highway. Like, it didn't even look like, it wasn't even no parking lot there. You know what I mean?
Right. It didn't look like it was near like a shopping center or.
Not the place had potential.
Much shit. Potential to do what?
Now, let me say this. First of all, if the price was in Robert's price range and they needed moderate, some moderate things. I mean, that's okay. But here come trouble. Look who popped their head in. But
hello, Markel. We need you to tell Andario on next week's episode on the Chiron under Tedley name. We needed to say Madame Fraudulent.
We need to get YB on one of these reviews. We need to reach out and get YB.
The way I screamed when he said it, and then he kept saying it over and over. Tickle. I was tickled.
YB is a fool. He is a fool.
Jesus Christ.
But
Madame
right. Markel said I saw YB call him that. Now, the thing is this, right?
What's the thing for you?
I'll wait. I have more to say, but I'm gonna wait till we get to Shawn, where I can really just let it all out. I'm gonna wait till we get to Shawn. But
I would be upset. I would be first of all, in this day and age, after the panty happened, 90% of companies, especially in real estate, have ways in which you can do keyless entry to, like they have a lockbox where it's a lockbox with the key in it, and every time somebody wants to use the key, they get a different code, and then when they're done, they have to put the key back in the lockbox.
Right. I did when I was listen. I've had my house for going on 12 years, and that's how it was set up. When I bought my house, we would go and he had the realtor would have to get the code for the lockbox.
Right.
Yeah.
So that it just.
Because there were a couple of
Here's
times.
my question. Here's my question.
Yeah.
Because a broker's license and a realtor's license, two different things. Two completely different things.
Two totally different things. But it sounds like you don't have both. I mean, you don't have.
I feel like he doesn't have either at this juncture. I heard Madame Fraudulent's answer about what happened to his broker's license, but
lies. Lies.
But that would not. You should have. I don't know if you can. If you can just have a broker's license without having a realtor's license first.
I don't think you can. I don't know if
I don't think you can either. I think you have.
I don't know that to be a fact, and it might be different state to state. But I know when we were watching, what's that show?
Selling Tampa with the black girls.
When it was, selling Tampa, you had to have
the black girls, and the girl got upset because she said that she was going to get her own broker's license, and you can't have two brokers in the same realtor. It has to be the one broker's license, and then you have all the realtors underneath that one broker. I think that was the issue, because if she got her broker's license, that means that she could then go and open her own firm.
Right. You can open your broker
under her broker's license.
Right. And again, I don't know enough to know that to be a fact, but I feel like that's a step. Like I feel like but maybe you can. Like, for example, you can take the bar and pass the bar without going to law school, but there's still certain parameters that you have to go through before you can bypass that step.
Right, because Kim Kardashian did that. She had to take it's called the baby bar.
Yeah,
it's what it's called. And Kim Kardashian took the baby. I think she passed. I think she had to take it like 2 or 3 times.
It took her a couple of times, but I think she did pass it. Yeah.
But she had to do certain things that led up to. She just couldn't be like, "Hey, I'm taking the bar." There were certain things that she had to do before she got to that point.
Right.
So I don't know, and I know you can take the realtor's license test over and over until you pass it.
Yeah, you can take it till you pass it. Well, again, and I'm gonna get to that when we get to Shawn, but George told us that last season. But I'll wait till we get to Shawn. Not tell you had a book launch with no words in the book. He's showing properties with no key. Okay. Baby, I'll wait till we get to the end of this episode.
In the state of North Carolina, and I'm going to check Texas and see what their rule is. Getting a license, you're required to have a real estate license in order to get a brokerage license. You cannot have.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch it. I apologize. Say that one more time.
In the state of North Carolina, Google says you have to have a realtor's license before you can get a brokerage license. I'm going to ask in Texas and see what the requirement is. No. Hold on. You have to be an active licensed agent for 4 of the last 5 years before you can apply for a broker's license.
So it sounds like the answer is no.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Can you take the NCE?
Not justice for George, the real rich auntie of Dallas.
Because he is. Hold on, baby. Hold on. I'm going to copy and paste your question in the Googleizations. Can you take the NCE without having a degree in counseling? I don't know.
Hold on, Abby. Hold, please. I just got some tea. Hold on.
Oh.
Let me read it. Okay, I'm gonna read you this comment that was left under a video. I'm assuming under one of the reviews, but I said this. Let me be clear. I said this in my review. That even if you had an inactive license, it still should show your name and say that your license is
This
inactive.
is inactive, right?
I'm going to read this. I was given permission to read this. This is a public comment that was left under the review. Somebody just screenshotted and sent it to me. So let me read this. No, sir, Tedley. You made it worse because you're still lying at 50 minutes. They gave us the timestamp. You claim your license was inactive at the time. Just so you'll know, in case you meet someone else new and you try to lie again about having a broker's license, the TREC system will always show your name and license status. If you ever had a license on file with the state of Texas, I'm a licensed realtor in the state of Texas as well as Houston. When a broker or a realtor's license is active, inactive, or expired, the system will still show their name, license number, license type, status, expiration date, and the county and where their offices are. It's specifically designed to verify that you are indeed a professionally licensed member of the TREC. You simply cannot get away with lying about any type of state licensure. I hope you learned your lesson. Always remember, what one does in the dark will always come to the light.
In other words, when you do clown shit, sometimes the clown comes back to bite you. Now listen here, Madame Fraudulence. Come to the front of the congregation, honey. Come to the front. Come to the. Oh my God. Yes, please tap the screen. Come to the front of the congregation. Let me straighten my wig for this.
Straighten the wig. Get it together. Get it together.
Because that blew my wig back. Wait.
Joanna said, "Where are my pearls? Because I need to clutch them." Oh Lord. Okay. I got your message, boo. Give me a second. Somebody wants to come up on the link. Is it okay if I share the link?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Wow. So that makes more sense than just, oh, my license was, because even if your license, if you didn't renew your licensure or pay the fees and stuff to do your license, it should be in the system to say that you're in an active status or you need to renew your license or whatever.
Yeah, because the point is
it wouldn't say that you don't exist at all.
Right. The point is to be able to verify. So it should say whether it's active, inactive, expired, right? I mean, it's kind of like the bar. You can go to the bar and verify if somebody has their. I hate y'all so much. I hate y'all so much. Okay, I sent the link. You got it, boo.
My God, on today.
Y'all, let me say this. Well, hell, I'm gonna just go on and say it now because listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what had happened. Well, actually, I'm gonna wait until our special guest comes up, our surprise guest comes up. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When Tedley said it, I said, Tedley, that just don't sound right. And when it don't sound right, listen, y'all know I'm the firm believer. If it don't sound right, okay, Tedley, that just don't sound right. Okay, to me, it just didn't sound right. So we now know that's not true.
He said he's refusing to do interviews.
Who said that?
Tedley.
Yeah, I
was going to reach out to him since I read his book. I was going to reach out and say and try and get an interview. I know I don't do interviews, but I had additional questions about that book that he wrote, and I wanted to ask some more questions about the book that he wrote. So, but I've been informed that Madame Fraudulence said they will not be answering any questions this season about anything. So I got nothing. I don't know. And I really want to speak to, because I got maybe, what book? Chuck, he wrote a book called The Perseverance of Tedley. I did it. I'm still doing it, and I'm going to continue to do it. I'm sure that's wrong. But a couple of lives back on my channel, I read his autobiography. So if you would like, we had a good time. If you would like to go back and watch that, you absolutely can, because it was a good time. But
the other conversation that was had was Robert confronted Telly about having his party the same night as George's party. And Telly, you lying about that too. I'm sorry, you lying. Sir. Listen.
But he said one thing to Robert Ray, and then when he got to Astro's birthday party, he said something different. Which is why Robert Ray was like, no, that's not what you said. Stop being fake. You know, if you was just being a petty bitch and you stood in the petty bitchiness of it, then that would have been one thing. And we'd have been like, okay, well, he said what he said, and what the fuck we gonna do about it? But it's the fact that you said one person, you said, oh, I knew it was the same day and I didn't care, blah, 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 blah. Not hire me for the audio book. We gonna come back to that in a second. But it's the fact that depending on who you're talking to determines what your answer is about if you actually knew that the event was on the same day and you did it on purpose. And unfortunately for Tedley, everything is coming to a head. Now, I watched Scotty's panel about this episode. And 9 times out of 10, I am always Team Jeremy. Because he tickles me and I think he's funny and very smart.
Jeremy? Who Jeremy?
Jeremy Speaks TV.
Oh, Jeremy is a fool is what Jeremy is.
Listen, he tickles me and I think he's funny. And I am in agreement with what he has to say. However, he is under the mistaken impression that Tedley is being bullied. Absolutely.
Who is Tedley being bullied when people are just calling him on his own lies? Listen. Jeremy. Nobody is bullying. See, Jeremy is the busy blue of that panel, right? If everybody else is saying left, Jeremy is gonna say right. Jeremy know that man ain't being bullied. Who is bullying Tedley?
I feel like everybody is ganging up on him and they bully him.
Told the people that he had a broker's license. He don't have a broker's license. Now, Shawn,
he's the one that volunteered that information. She and I were there when he pulled it out. It came out the clear blue sky. Nobody was talking to him about it. Nobody was asking him about it.
No, what it was he knew George was going to bring it up. But remember, once he said something, that's when George brought up the fact that he couldn't pass the test.
Right.
But that's what it was, because remember, he had the whole thing laminated in his little Chanel bag ready to rock and roll. Sir, let me tell you something. You made it listen, and here's the bullshit for me. Tedley, you didn't have to lie. It looks like you have a really good job and a really great career. You manage HOAs. It ain't no shame in that. And it's even, you could have even said, I'm working on getting my real estate license. And I've been working as an apprentice with a friend of mine who has a brokerage firm. He allows me to do certain things from time to time. And I'm working on getting my real estate license. It ain't no shame in that. Nobody would have felt no kind of way about that.
You want to run ahead of the process so far to where you already got it that you telling a lie when the simple truth will do.
Right. Just like with your book launch party. The reason why nobody believes you about why you had the party that night is because you weren't ready for the party. Like I said in my review, if you had a table full of books and you had food on deck and you had the champagne and you had people that you asked and you were ready to do a reading, you were going.
Where was your family at? Where was your mom?
If you had invited your family down, like if this had been a real event, I wouldn't have even said nothing. I'd have been like, well, Abby, look, he might have been petty, but it was what it was. The other thing is he could have scheduled it earlier in the day if he really wasn't trying to overlap with George. But that to me was directly you were trying to fuck with George. I don't care what nobody, because here's the part y'all don't know. And Markel, I'm sorry, I ain't trying to tell no business. But here's the part that y'all don't understand. What ended up happening by Tedley doing what he did with his event, now you're splitting production. They got to be in 2 places at the same time. because George originally was going to be on this season. So now you got to get enough. Markel, as the executive producer, had to figure out how to get enough people at George's party to film enough of George's party to get it for the season. I mean, get it for the show, and be at Tetley's party at the same freaking time. So Markel, I'm gonna just tell it, Marky. I'm gonna tell it. I called him Marky. I just made him a nickname. I'm gonna tell it, Marky. Markel couldn't even enjoy George's party because he was working.
He was working.
He was working. He couldn't even. He wasn't even dressed. He was literally still in his t-shirt and jeans or whatever because there wasn't even. I told y'all, Nicole literally got dressed in the car, leaving
away from one event to the other
to get to George's event. So by you doing that, it wasn't even about. Oh well, nobody. Oh well, you trying to give George a hard time. You put production in a situation. Like, we're not dealing with VH1 or BET where they got all, unlimited resources. Like, Markel he got a small staff of people,
Exactly. Ain't but so many.
Right. Exactly, Soulful Dog, which gives more weight to Tetley doing it on purpose. Because Tetley had another date. And I don't know why he changed that date. But clearly you weren't ready because you didn't even have a book. Because come to find out, that one book was just a markup. There was nothing inside of the book.
There was nothing inside that particular book. And again,
Tracy,
Loretta and I are avid readers, and we have been to book launches and book tours and things of that nature.
Oh, speaking of which, we got somewhere to go next. We're going to Nashville next October, November.
Okay. Sure.
I'm sorry. Sidebar. Y'all know I gotta say stuff when I'm thinking about it. My friend whose daughter is on Broadway that I always go see in New York. She I've had her on my show. She has her own book publishing company. She does children's books and stuff. Well, she does a book a book festival in Louisville every year. And last year I wanted to go, but I just couldn't make it happen. But I want to go this year to just support her and also just go. So it's usually in October or November. As soon as I get the date, I'll let you know. But it's in Louisville. And that's a quick little trip. So
it is.
Abby does. She does. You notice Abby was like, okay.
Oh, no problem. Hold on. I gotta get an overlay. Hold on, y'all. Not to make sure who this is who they're supposed to be.
I know, right?
Hold on.
Merry Christmas, Abby.
Hello.
I'm waiting. Wait! Oh my gosh! I'm on here. I'm say, oh my gosh! Hey y'all!
Hey boo! Son, you so damn messy.
First of all, let me say this. I thought we had a conversation about you not acting the fool with these people. Why would you bend over and show your whole behind to the people?
You know where y'all from last year, right? Y'all see the change because I actually was not trying. First and foremost, I was not even trying to do that with JC because although I have seen him in passing around Dallas and through some events, right? I really didn't know him. So I was like, I don't know you, but I would say this for everyone because they like, why giving him this energy? When I did see him in passing throughout the streets of Dallas, JC always has that elitist attitude. Like, I'm the elite gay. Every time I would come see him, I would openly embrace him, be like, hey, boo, how you doing? Oh, you look cute, stuff like that. It will always be me extending that olive branch. It would never be reciprocated. And if y'all ever talk to Astro, y'all can ask him. Me and Astro, we went to this event together. Just so happened him and Tetley was hosting something, or they had a station there. Tetley walks up and, of course, embraces me and Astro. He literally curves me and say, hey, it's to Astro. And I was like, girl, okay. So I said, I guess this is what's going on. But also at that time, that's when the cast was already kind of picked and finalized too. So I was like, oh, okay. So I already had a knowledge of him going, being a part of the cast, but I was like, oh, I see how this is going to be. And Astro said it too. He was like, girl, he is not feeling your tea. I said, I already know how this gonna go. And Lord behold, like, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because he was already. I thought him being upset with the chef saying, upon first meeting him, saying, I know you from somewhere. I know I seen you somewhere. And then it comes to him and he said, you were the person in the situation with Black China. And for him to get upset.
Girl, first of all, ain't nobody worried about that. Girl, we all, well, everybody don't know, but a researcher like me, of course. Girl, you was friends with China when she was in the deep space. Y'all, I want y'all to kind of think back to when she was messing with Rob, what she was doing, what she was on. She was not even in her right headspace. She had a lot of people around her at that time. She was doing having a heavy drug intake, heavy alcohol intake at that time. And guess who was there? Hmm. You was her photographer then, right? And just so happy y'all was over here, kissing on each other. Girl, ain't no telling what y'all were doing. Ain't no telling whether y'all drunk, high, or all of the above. So it's just like, when the
I just
speculations
want to
came
know,
out.
how was he presenting back then? Because the headline said that they outed him. And I look at how he presents now on this particular show. If he was presenting then,
Like that, then right. That's what I'm saying.
then the
I don't
closet
know.
had glass doors and sides and walls and ceilings, baby. We could see through the closet. We could see
And to
you.
be very honest, mostly all of the people that was around in Black China's team at that time was gay as hell. Like from her management to her hairstylist to her stylist to like some of the people that was saying. I don't know if y'all recall, but remember when her management or like somebody that was working with her like went on a rant about how Black China be all up in their face, ready to whoop their ass and all of that shit back then. Like he was gay. So it was like, I mean, I, yeah, like what? And I mean, Rob, we all know Rob was baby, a lost cause. So I mean, of course, looking at everybody that's a part of her team, JC, you are definitely undeniably attractive once you take out those beauty supply store contexts. And I probably would have said that, oh, she probably cheating on me with her too.
So suffice to say, you and JC have not mended fences.
Um,
You ain't gotta say nothing.
That's
We
yeah,
get
that's
it.
enough.
Right. We
The
can read
silence
between
is
the lines.
loud.
We can read between the lines. Don't say nothing. Don't get in trouble. Don't say nothing. Okay. So Shawn, let me ask you a question.
hmm
Since we have this impromptu, Abby, you're going to have to change the name of this. We're going to have our impromptu interview with my boo Shawn. Um, and listen, no matter how messy Shawn is, he's still my boo. Okay.
Right.
Y'all know, like,
So,
and I would say this, y'all know I miss, but my thing is that I want to say to the fans and to the comments and to everybody that's watching, if you exit me from the equation of all of this, what are y'all gonna get from the show? Do y'all not want to see us actually chasing something that's real
well,
and
we only in
genuine?
the second episode, Shawn. So you got to give us a minute now. We only in the second episode.
Right, because we got
Give
the
us a
chef,
second.
we got three, we got the chef, three rappers, a photographer, we got Madame Fraudulence. I don't know what she's doing.
So,
And
Shawn, let me ask
then
you a question. I got two questions to ask you. My first question
hmm
is, so when you uncovered the tea about Tedley,
hmm
how you really get that tea?
How I really got to see y'all, I promise you. So it was during the summertime. Everybody was kind of moving on 10, right after the reunion. A lot of people was on vacation. A lot of people was doing a lot of stuff. Me and Tedley, we were supposed to meet up. Like he said, we were supposed to meet up and, catch up with T and everything. Genuinely, I swear, I had a friend moving to, well, I have a friend, well, my friend was moving to Dallas. Instead of them going directly into an apartment, they have a home in Atlanta. So they was like, they want to sell their home and go right into another home. And I was like, girl, well, girl, duh, Tedley, like, bitch, hello. And he was like, oh, cool. He was like, send me her info. I want to know what realty, like what realtor like she's under, like what agency she's under. And I was like, girl, that's a good ass question. I don't know myself. And he was like, well, shit, you can look all of that up online. I said, you know what, you sure can, because mind you, I'm still kind of new here to Texas. I know you can easily do that in Georgia, but the thing is, when you dealing with a realtor, they're gonna give you all of their information on who they work for, who they broker, who is all of that off the rip because they want their sale or they want you to be in contract with them. So I was like, girl, I really didn't know. And he was like, well, just give me, his name and I'll just pull it up on the TREC. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, it's Teddy Phillips the third. This is Instagram. Like, you seen him on the show, girl. Like, do it, do your thing. He was like, maybe it might his name probably not be spelled right because it's not popping up in the system. I said, girl, I said it probably not. I was like, I really thought I was like, it might be Tedley Phillips Jr. or something. It might be, just Tedley Phillips. I don't know. I really didn't. And girl, it just wasn't on there. And I was like, ooh. And so, my message is I went and told Markel.
You know what's funny though? That sounds like a me and Abby conversation because that would be Abby on the phone googling talking about some. I mean, on the computer talking about some. It ain't coming up. Well, hold on. Let me try this name. Well, wait a minute. Let me add the junior. Well, wait a minute. Let me take the junior. I'm telling you that. That's
Because
why I'm laughing even more so because that is Abby. Abby googles everything, and
Because
that
at that time, like y'all know, I always grown. I always had a liking of Tedley. I always thought he exuded class, opulence, all of that stuff. Like definitely similar to George. And I was like, that's why at the reunion, I was like, damn, I really hate that these two are beefing because I really like both of them and I
mm,
really understand how they could be really good friends. And when George was saying, all this shit was fake, I'm like, girl, he just showed all of us, baby, the real team, baby, just put it out the bed for us. So when that happened, I was like, nah, now. And then there was also around the time of, the man incident with the ring and the line about that. And I was like, nah, now, like, no, no. I was like,
y'all
this
said
is
no,
crazy.
no. Now, Shawn, my next question is an auntie question. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
coming at you like auntie. Where's the website? When can we buy the fragrance?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys, y'all are getting the website. Next week I will be dropping the website.
Okay.
Just full disclosure, the website is still going to be kind of under maintenance because I'm going to Atlanta in like a week and a half because I'm actually working with Rico Cassadine. We're coming up with like a brand, like video, like little infomercial for the fragrance collection. He been giving me some really good ideas for that. I'm also going to do a photo shoot for it, so I can actually have the pictures up there. But the website will be up and available for people to do pre-orders next week. So people gonna be like, "Bitch, I don't see the merchandise, or I don't see the full scope of the product." I'm gonna be like, "Yeah," because I'm still in the development stages of really putting that all out there. But for my birthday, May 9th, it will be fully out there. People can fully purchase it then everything will be, clean, spick and span by then.
Okay. All right. And what's the yeah, that's a good question. What's the price point? And Robert said one of the fragrances sounds like it's unisex. So is there a unisex fragrance?
Yes, I have both of
Okay.
the fragrances are unisex. It just really depends on the scent. Excuse me, of like the person. Like one of them is more so of a um. If you like Valentino, you're definitely gonna like the unisex one I have. It's kind of sweet. but it also commands the room. I know that that's going to definitely be the popular seller one. And then the other one is a oud, and it's pure oud and oud wood. So that's kind of more
Okay.
of a cleaner
Oud is a
scent.
strong
But
scent.
it's a more that one would be the more masculine one. So I know that that one would kind of drive more of the attention for a man, or just someone that likes a cleaner scent. And
Mhm.
I am for the bottles. The bottles are going to be going for 50 a pop. But I also because I know for me, I love the little traveler sets where you can be like, oh, I want the little roll-ons that you can easily just drop in your
Yeah.
carry-on bag, and you
Mhm.
don't have to worry about checking in a bag for like TSA. I'll have those going for 20.
Okay.
Okay, that is reasonable. It said it kind of makes Shawn look suspicious as a friend for suggesting Teddy as a realtor. No, it
Exactly,
doesn't.
Gabby. Exactly. That's how I was feeling because I was like, Tetley, and everybody always was as they said, well, why you didn't pull him to the side? Baby, Tetley, if y'all don't know, like, if y'all don't look at his Instagram, he is always all throughout Dallas. And do you think that bitch invite any of us to come with him? The only people he invite is Eric James and JC. He don't invite nobody else. Because I guess we're not that fab, honey.
Mm.
So, like, I'm not gonna keep begging Tetley to come and have lunch with me. So it was like when I in the spur of the moment that I saw him, yeah, I'm going to ask him right in front of everyone, and yeah, that kind of makes me look suspicious. It makes me look like a fraud, or it makes me look very disingenuous about my friend, or like, damn, do you really know what your friend do? Like, what's
Yeah.
really the tea?
Well, when you go to Ted Lee's LinkedIn, it does say he works for a realtor company, and he has for the last 7 years doing HOA management. Does not say he has a realtor's license or a broker's
Well, at least
license.
he ain't lying on his LinkedIn.
Oh, okay,
So
well, right, yeah, because it
he
said that
just
he does
lied to
HOA
us.
management. He just lying to us, right?
Like, wow.
so, so yeah, and it's like, and I still got love for Taylor because at the end of the day, this is somebody that is still a part of my like this cast, and I think that he is a great asset to the group, and he brings something. But what I want the viewers, and I want everyone, even y'all as like the reviewers, like, look, be like, shit, this is Tedley, the classy Phaedra bitch. And look what type of event, the first event actually that Tedley hosts, and this is what she give us. This is what she give us.
Well, I went online and I read the book.
I know. I went back and watched.
You watched it, Shawn?
I did. I had to watch it through and through. I did. But I read the book
Woo.
too. I read it too.
Listen, not I mean Phaedra is a liar too. Wow, not Phaedra catches straight bullets.
Right. My favorite kid.
Oh,
Great,
but
honey.
George did say that he only did HOA stuff,
He did.
and
George
he said it
did.
at the reunion.
But the thing is, when he pulled out that broker's license, because y'all saw it too, y'all was there.
We were there
It
and we
it
saw
was
it.
like, okay, this is laminated, so it was legit. That's how like when the teacher passed, teacher mode. When you have something laminated, oh, it's legit.
Right.
So I'm like, oh baby, this is real, boo. So I was thinking, oh, he has a broker's license. Fuck being a realtor. He can run. He can manage this. He can manage the whole sale from the rooter to the tutor, and he don't
Yeah,
have to worry about splitting the commission down with no one because he has a broker's license.
Right.
exactly. But he does not.
Oh, Shawn, what do you think about Telly's engagement?
Child,
He got another one.
the same way I felt about
Wait,
the
he's got another engagement.
no, I think they talking about the the one that was a
The guy,
scam.
Oh,
older
okay.
gentleman.
Um, it was kind of it was very distasteful to see. I would say that because I am a guy's guy. especially for my friend. And it was distasteful to see the guy, well, the older gentleman, go online and be like, bash, 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 attack, attack, attack. And it's like, if y'all ever met the guy in person, you'd be like, oh my gosh, he looks like, a Rico Suave, like a smooth type of gentleman that caters at this man hand and feet. I'm telling you, for Juneteenth weekend, you would have thought that this was Ted Lee's like butler. Like he would go get Ted Lee drinks from the bar. Ted Lee be like, oh girl, you want something? He going to get it. Like literally full on gentleman. So I would have never thought that he would have did anything like that, and to see that literally happen, I was like, so was it all for like a sense of like 30 seconds of fame or clout or something? And for my friend Taylor, I was like, but damn, you was willing to go on the Bunny and Clyde of the lies and the false engagements and stuff, because with the ring and all of that, I was like, that was super crazy. Like that was mind boggling. But yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it was both. I think that this guy probably was trying to chase some clout, and when he got caught up, when Telly found out what was going on, called him out or whatever, then it was kind of like, okay, all right, whatever. Then you know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying too. I was like, I don't know, but I'm gonna always, although I may bicker with my kids, and we may, get into it with each other, I'm always gonna side with him because my loyalty gonna lies with him. That's like if somebody
Mhm.
sit right here and try and say something about DeAndre, hell, maybe even JC. If the bitch dropped that elitist attitude, I would go to bat for him. But yeah, mm, yeah, I didn't like what the guy was doing.
Yeah, I think it was kind of tasteless how that whole thing went down. If I'm being
Yeah,
fair,
yeah, it was very, yeah.
yeah, if
Hmm.
I'm being fair, I think it was kind of tasteless the way it went. The way the whole thing went down.
So
Um,
that whole engagement in me is trifling. Sorry.
Yeah, because it was like, if it was false, you still let it go on. You know what I'm saying? You didn't say, Taylor, take that shit down. You know I ain't proposed to you. So it was like, what angle were y'all trying to go with it? Because it was like,
Mhm.
let's just say, right, that the guy was still, cookie cutter, and we would have went into this season, and they would have, still been dating. And of course, everybody would be like, "Baby, so where's the wedding? When's the wedding? When's the wedding?" Like, we want to see the engagement party. We would have still wanted to see that. So it would have been like, "Damn, y'all
that would have
letting
been
the
yeah, that
engagement."
would have been a great storyline
Yeah,
for
that would have been
Tilly.
fab though. It would have been
Yeah.
fabulous because we would have been like, "Oh, bitch, you better throw you a badass engagement party." Like, we would have wanted to see that. And it's like, damn, it wasn't even real.
Now that would have, but even that would have been a great storyline. I mean, I
Oh
hate.
yeah, that would
I
have.
mean, I hate to
Oh
say it like
yeah.
that. So let me ask you a question. One of the reviewers
With the phone stuff that
said,
was beside the ball. I need to go
"Huh?
take a shower. Keep in there playing.
Say what?
Sorry, being a parent. Sorry.
Oh, okay." I was like, "What?" So one of the reviewers on Scotty's panel said that they felt like that Telly is being bullied. Do you feel like that you were bullying Telly, or do you feel like? Well, let me just leave it at that. Do you feel like you or the cast were bullying Telly?
You know what? And be remember. I mean, really be remember last season when me and Jet was going back to back. They thought I was bullying him because my reads are lethal. So it's like I just feel like that's just the repeat of it. It's like I just go into the season guns blazing. And it's like
Mhm.
if y'all are real analysts or you are real reviewers and like real reviewers, you would have noticed like last year I went in guns blazing. This year I went in guns blazing. I just go in guns blazing on holding people feet to the fire. I would never bully anyone. So you're gonna say that I'm bullying JC because baby I clocked all her teeth. She don't pay her bills. Baby, she over there renting, she leasing their motherfucking space. I was clocking her teeth. I told her the bitch is the makeup. Kiss my ass. Blah blah blah. So it's like, So I'm bullying her too? No, baby. I just give y'all what y'all want, and I make sure that I go in guns blazing with the facts. I would never sit right there and bully because that's not who I am. Because then, if that's the case, I should have had went guns blazing on seven and be like, "Girl, who is you, bitch?" Like I could have been like, "Now that's a bully." I could have if I was like, "Seven, you coming in our group? Who is you, bitch?" Or Marquise the chef, "Girl, where's the food? Why you didn't cook for Astro event?" That's bullying. Like I'm just going in and I'm just free picking everybody. No, I was just being a friend to Tedley. Like, but once again, people who be reviewing, they don't really analyze the full character. They just see, they go in with what they see. Because last year they said I was bullying Jet, but you see where me and Jet at now.
I don't think you were being a bully. I was just asking you. I don't think y'all are bullying Tetley. If anything,
No,
I feel like y'all gave Tetley every opportunity
to tell the
to
truth.
be because
Exactly.
even that whole thing about with Astro, remember you brought that up last season and you
Exactly.
tried to talk to Telly about that last season and Telly kind of, you know,
Brushed it down then. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. So I'm like, how am I bullying? I'm just bringing up the facts. Don't you want to know what's happening for real, for real? Because y'all say we make fake storylines. This is real tea. Like, real stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, if I was out here selling my ass on Twitter, baby, I would want someone to, clock that tea and be like, Shawn, girl, I heard that you educated by day and seller by night on Twitter. Like, come on, like, get into it. Like, I don't understand. Like, and it's just like, but once again, I mean, for me, I would place myself on the martyr and be like, I'm the villain. I would be the villain. I don't mind. I really don't care too much about the commentary. You love me one day, you hate me the next. I still appreciate it and I still love it because, it just keeps my name circulating. And this time around, I actually have a product. So it's like, click that link and go ahead and buy that
I'm
product.
gonna buy that product, Sean, and I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna do a review of it too.
Yes, please. Oh my gosh. I am so excited for it because I'm like, just to get y'all to
Abby
review
know I
it,
like me a smell good.
to get y'all
Well,
to review it and knowing how it smells. Oh, I
listen,
just
I'm putting
my
one of my Jackie Aina perfumes back to purchase one of yours, and it
oh,
better smell good
please.
on the
I
spicy.
saw Jackie on the post. I'm like, my goal is just to get to where she is. And my real main goal is to just really build a momentum to the point where Sephora and Mac is hitting me up and like, can we sell your fragrance out of our stores? I would die, literally die.
Well, no, we don't want you to die now. We just want you to be successful.
You know what? Someone said JC appears fraudulent. You know what? I actually have some more tea on her. I might or I might not drop that at the reunion.
So how
I
did you
don't
get
know.
to what? Because you immediately was like, "Bitch, the only thing I know about you is you don't pay your bills." How did you get there? Who told you that child don't pay his bills?
Yeah, for somebody you
What?
don't know. For some, I'm a, listen now,
Because you
Sean.
gave very much Mariah Carey. I don't know her
Right, because
at the
because
beginning.
because Sean, I'm gonna be honest. My review has not uploaded yet, but I'm gonna go on to tell you. I said that in my review.
You
I said you
see?
got a lot of information about somebody that you claim you don't know.
Y'all, the information just falls in my lap. I don't know how. Like, literally. Well, like I said, when he didn't embrace me at the event that we were at, I had went and told some mutuals because we do have mutuals, and I do know his ex. I know his ex pretty good, and I was just talking, and I was like, yeah, she gave me this, and then a lot of people told me, yeah, she acts like that. But she also they was telling me how she had an event because she like to host events out of that lease space. She don't know whether or not she wanted to be a barbershop, a photography content studio, after hours party set, sauna, spa, sex party, club, dungeon. She don't know what she wanted to be, child, but she do know she want to return in her investment that she ain't gonna never get. But that's neither here nor there. But she paid for a DJ. And girl, it took him like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks to goddamn pay him $150. Not miss. I'm a sue Black
So you
China for two
said Greg
years
owes you $10,000? Is that what you? Greg owes you $10,000.
with my speech impediment. Yes, with my speech impediment. I was like, girl, you said talk grammar. You mean speak grammar? Use your words, honey. You trying to get them all out fast. I mean, I talk slow for a reason. Well, I talk slow because I'm from the country, but I talk slow for a reason. I'm very articulate with most of the words that I say.
Amen.
And another thing I do want to put out there, y'all. When people always sit right here and say, "Why is he always bringing up those damn 2 degrees?" I said it on Markel Live, and I'm gonna say it every time somebody asks me. I'm a black gay man from Atlanta, Georgia. My mama is from the hood projects of Inglewood Court on the south side of Atlanta. Baby, all of my family have grown up in poverty. I never seen not one family member, older nor younger, graduate from college, not even once, let alone twice, and have a substantial salary job of at least $50,000 and above. Bitch, you damn right. My young black gay ass is gonna talk about how I was able to obtain not 1 but 2 degrees in my 20s, make a move from one metropolitan city to the next, and still make a name for myself in that city as well. So you right, I'm gonna talk about that every single chance that I get because it's a rare commonality for black queer men. And that's just that. If I was to say I don't want to do Chasing Dallas anymore, I don't want to sell perfume or whatever, or do a blog or sing, rant, dance, rap, content, whatever, I know that I still got these 2 degrees that I can fall back on and at least rejuvenate an income of $85,000 right now. Now you tell me
Listen, let
somebody
me tell
on
you
now you
something.
tell somebody on my cast that can do that. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I told you last year, talk your talk. Because, like you said, you have accomplished something that is a big deal. And in your family, you beat the odds. So talk your talk. I ain't listen. I ain't mad at you, Wendy, Dr. Wendy.
I told, and that's what I told him. I said, "Don't let me get a doctorate degree." I said, "You know what? I think I'm gonna go back to school just to get the
Listen, I
bragging
want I
rights."
want a doctorate too. I just don't want no more. I don't want no more. I got out of student loan debt. I'm gonna have to find somebody to pay for me to get it. But baby, I'm gonna
Me
make
too.
everybody. Don't let me mess around and get it. I'm gonna make everybody call me doctor. I'm gonna be
Okay,
Doctor Really B.
yes. And that's the only thing that I don't. That's the only comment I don't like that I read that gets my blood boiling. That I just always want to always speak out against because it's like you always doing it. You damn right I am, and that's
I'm gonna make Ebby call me Doctor Really B. Watch.
because it just gets my blood
I get it.
fuming when they say that. They be like, why he always bringing it up? Yes, because it's an accolade
It
that to
is.
let everybody in
It's
this room
earned.
know that I can tell these cameras bye bye today, and I'm still gonna be able to bring home $5,000 a month. That's after taxes.
When I
Well,
get
talk
my
your talk, black
honorary,
man. I ain't mad at you, boo.
So
when
I
I
was
get,
like, yeah, but I did want to go ahead and get that one out because that one made me mad, and I'm always a big advocate on people and their education and continuing it because we have to normalize working 9 to 5s, especially in this content-driven social media market. People believe that they can just stay home, cut on the camera, and make money from thousands and thousands of brands versus just going to work, perfecting your craft, building up your professional portfolio, and really getting it in from that way. Because you can. You may not be your own boss and CEO, but you might be a boss and CEO for someone.
True. Very
That's
true.
true. That's
Yes.
true. Well, Shawn, you know the door is always open when you want to come up and
Always.
share. And now I told you, you said you were gonna do your own reviews. So what I tell you, you better you 2 episodes in. If you want to do your own reviews, go on and get your stuff set up, Shawn.
Yes, I am. I said I was going to do a review for this episode. I'm trying to see whether or not do I want to do it live, like like how y'all do the stream yours, or like how you also do the ones that's already pre-recorded. So I'm
Mhm.
like, trying to think.
Well, the thing about the advantage of doing it live is that people will come in and
Mhm.
can ask you questions and stuff. The problem though is there are a lot of questions you probably can't answer because it hasn't
Mhm.
happened on the show yet.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to build up your YouTube channel, if I'm being honest, a live stream helps you get more views than a
Okay, so the
pre-recorded.
live streams. Okay,
Yeah.
so I
It
might just do that then.
yeah. And I would
Okay.
even, bring on, have your guests, people come up and that kind of thing. I mean, I know, what's his name, Abby? What is his name? Madame Fraudulent.
Madam Front
Who is
Fragile.
that?
Tedley.
Tedley.
I, and you know what? Still to that, I love me some Ted Lee. I still
I love
do.
Tedley too, but listen, I'm gonna call a thing a thing.
Yeah, and me too. And that's the thing. I still love. And when y'all see the rest, next week episode, y'all gonna see like it's no hate for Tedley. It's just that the way I read the way I read DeAndre, the way I'm gonna read Tedley, the way I read Jet, the way I'm gonna read Robert, which I'm gonna see that too, because baby, everybody can get
Mm.
Not everybody
His
can.
reads are rated E for everyone.
it.
He
Yes,
is
E
right.
for everyone. But it's just, especially when it comes to, accountability, but it's still love for my cast because I think everyone is dynamic on there. I think everyone has a story to be told. And yeah, we're all here for a reason. And I don't think no one is better than anyone. And I damn so don't think I'm better than nobody.
Well, we need to finish the daggone episode. Abby, did we get past Tedley?
He didn't.
Well, I want to say this. I'm glad that Astro got an opportunity to clear up the story about his friend, because I ain't gonna lie, I felt some kind of way last
Yeah.
week when he said he got into a physical altercation with this girl. So I'm glad
Hmm.
we got some clarity. So I was happy to see that.
I was
Um,
happy to see that, even though why you want to be friends with somebody who came and assaulted you, I don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
Once you
so.
come to my house to fight me, we are no longer friends, daughter.
And you
That's
know
not
yeah,
what?
how.
Literally, when y'all saw it, that was my first time ever hearing it. So I had called Astro. I was like, girl, why you didn't tell nobody you was going through that? I'm like, girl, don't suffer in silence on certain stuff. Like, that's crazy. I said, I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
yeah. But I'm glad to see that he's bringing his event back. I'm looking forward to that. What else happened on this
Yes.
episode? Um,
Y'all showed y'all asses at that boy birthday party.
Birthday party.
poor Astro on his birthday. His birthday party last year they
Last
had.
year with the man.
You know, poor Astro in these birthday parties.
Yes, every time Astro throw a birthday party, it's just.
And I want to know, why would you think that George celebrated how to he turns 35? Was his 35th birthday party?
I think it was 35, but don't quote me on
Yeah,
it.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
A well established 35-year-old man throwing a huge party for a milestone party versus a 23-year-old child throwing a little kickback for his birthday party. Why would you think they would be the same type of event? Why
Did
would
I
you
say
even
that?
think that?
Did I say that?
Not you, but somebody
Oh.
said it in the confessional. Was
Oh,
talking about
Jeff, Miss ass. He just,
Well,
y'all know why he's saying that.
You know how shady Joan Jett
Yeah,
is. But
you
listen,
know how shady Jeff is.
listen. First of all, and I don't count nobody's pockets. I don't.
Me
But
either.
we know that George spent a pretty penny on that
Come
party.
on, yes. Yes,
and
yes,
did.
Now I don't
yes.
count nobody's pockets, but first of all, now Shawn, you know this, and Abby, you know this because we have been to some elegant events. Okay,
Hmm.
anytime you walk into an event and it's an open bar and you ain't got to pay for
You
nothing, all you got to do is
got
tip
you
the
got a
bartender.
porn,
You already know what you doing, and
baby,
it was an open bar all night.
all night, literally. And that's where I want
I
y'all to
wouldn't
keep
know
for
because
my
I went
event.
outside and was left for dead. I wouldn't know that
And
the
that's what I
You
want y'all to
bar.
keep because when y'all see my event, it was open bar too. No one paid for drinks as
we
well.
didn't. I'm sorry, we didn't get an invitation to that
I
party. Did you get
I
the
know.
invitation?
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Oh, okay.
Literally,
Because we
me and
catch
them.
flights for events, sir.
Okay, we catch flights. But listen, I'm all right. So I'm already in the process of begging Markel to let us come to the reunion this year. So you might see
Please,
us.
please come again because I know I'm definitely gonna need the the support to not to go. Yeah, because yeah,
I'm still
I
mad.
feel
Listen, I'm still mad that they canceled the Chasing Atlanta reunion because that would have been the trifecta for me and Abby.
Right.
We
Because
went
we
to
did
Chasing LA,
LA,
Chasing
we
Dallas,
did
and
Dallas, and
we
we just needed to do Atlanta.
that would have been the
Atlanta.
trifecta. And they had to mess around and make Andario cancel it.
Now I do know he said that should be happening around July. That ain't no secret, cause child, that'll be around the time that the show will be
Oh,
wrapping up.
Oh,
So,
well, we might
we
not be
might
able
not
to
be
make
there
it.
then. We
girl,
might not
I
be
know
there.
that's the summertime. That's why I was like, "Ooh," I
Hey
said,
Boo, hey
I
Scotty.
said,
No, we
Hey,
might not be able.
Scotty.
We might not be able to make it because my birthday's in July, and we're gonna be in Turks and Caicos at
I
the
know,
beginning of the month.
right? And I was telling him, I was like, you got to let me know, cause Essence Festival around that time. My friend always is doing some stuff with Essence, so that's always a free trip for me. Um, Then my friend's birthday is around that time in July as well,
So if
and
it's
I'm
after we
supposed to
get
be.
back from Turks and Caicos, I could probably swing a cheap flight down to Dallas.
I
So
can
I
buddy
told
Lord
him, I
pass.
said,
I
knows.
can
whatever
buddy
you
pass
do
my
it,
way to
Yeah,
Texas.
Abby's
and
good. Abby
and
can.
no shade, I'm not doing that whole 8 hour thing. Like I need to be in and out. Like I'm trying to be
Oh
in
well,
and out.
I hate to be the one to
Well,
tell you,
that
baby.
requires all of you to arrive on time and be dressed and ready.
Because because all of that super long segment, I'm telling you, I'm really praying, and I don't know if Ondario and Markel do it. Baby, have a big fat ass time clock right behind them cameras, and once that bitch get to 0-0, okay, and we're moving on because I'm not doing Well, I don't need to have no reading match. Because baby, clearly y'all know I assassinate. So don't come to me with the BS. It won't be none. Because I
If
don't even
Teddy
like to
pull
do
out
it.
a bag of potatoes again, I'm going to. I don't have
You know what? I don't
Scotty.
think Ted.
Wait,
I don't.
because Scotty was on team Teddy's getting bullied.
Scotty, you think that
Scotty.
bullying
Scotty,
Tedley?
Telly is not getting bullied. Don't you do it. Don't you do that. Scotty Telly is not getting bullied.
I
And I
just
like
can't.
Telly, but he is not getting bullied.
And then on top of that, if y'all really want to pay close attention, even with when I'm going back to back with Tedley, I'm not reading him. I'm just stating the facts. When he say, yeah, I actually
Sometimes
have a business.
accountability looks like
Yep.
somebody's getting bullied.
Yep. I said, he said, well, I have a business with my friend. I said, you know what? I knew you was gonna say that. I said, but the thing about it is your friend started this business back in Orlando before he even
No,
moved to
that but can I
Texas.
tell you that that took me out when you said I knew you was gonna say that. That took me out.
Because when you are a good researcher, mind you, I have a bachelor's degree in political science. Baby, all I know how to
Me
do is
too,
research.
boo. Me too.
So it's like when all I know how to do is research. So it's like when I'm coming to a battle, well, I was supposed to originally go to law school too. Girl, don't play with me. Girl, I make sure I come prepared. You ain't gonna leave me without with a not a mouthful. I'ma always have something a rebuttal for you, baby.
Oh boy. Well, I think the only other thing we didn't talk about, and Shawn, don't you say nothing that mean. We didn't talk about JC when he told us a story about his ex boyfriend and how that whole situation went down. What were your thoughts on that, Abby? Oh, she on mute. All I'm gonna say is, I'm sorry he got out of that situation. I mean, I'm glad, not sorry, I'm glad.
Yeah, me too.
Glad
Me
he got out of that
too.
situation. You know, and more power to him upward and onward. I don't have nothing. I'm
It's
glad,
just
but I
that.
am glad that he's telling his story and we're getting more. The one thing I can appreciate about Markel is both Seven and JC had a segment in this episode where we got a chance to get a little more information about who
Hmm.
they are, and I can appreciate that.
But
Not what we not doing.
I would definitely say like that was real warm. And me and JC, we had a heart to heart. Girl, I ain't gonna speak too much about it, but yeah. But I will say this: when it comes to JC and every interaction that we have, because we have very few, he likes the fire. I just go ahead and put it out
Oh, now he likes the fire. I just put it out. Okay.
every time. Every time you see, I don't never do the yelling. I didn't even want to do the reading. I didn't even want to do that. He said, "Well, I thought you was a fan." I said, "A fan of what, boo? A person that don't pay their bills." You the one that wanted to come. You wanted to come with the shade and the read, and I'm just coming with the because if he wanted to have a real conversation, this is what I thought. I thought that JC was gonna come in standing on business because he always talking about how he deals with celebrities and stuff. I thought he was gonna be like, well, Shawn, let's go over to the side and have a conversation. And I was gonna tell him, and I told him this. I was like, well, I feel like you have an elitist attitude. And for you to come within our circle, you're the newcomer. This is new ground to you. I've been doing this. So if anyone was going to have an elitist attitude, it should have been me. But it's not. It's you. So you need to find a common ground on how to kind of be, more warm and welcome to the entire ensemble cast versus you coming in, oh, I shoot for X, Y, and Z. I'm that bitch. Well,
Oh,
that
so
bitch.
with the Regina George is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. JC gave that hands down. Like JC will have events, or JC has had events, right? And the only person he invites is Ted Lee. And I'm like, girl, I'm confused. Do you feel like Ted Lee is the only one that has class amongst the group? Like, or is it because Ted Lee is more of a Dallas socialite? Like he be out every day of the damn week. I mean, I would be too if I'm managing HOAs and I over here having to, provide listening plans and grade papers and do this and that and third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eight.
Listen, listen. I'm gonna wait and see how the rest of this season unfolds. But Shawn, I'm honest. I'm gonna always be honest. When it's time to say what
Okay.
I need to say to you, I'm gonna say it. Now, this episode, I call you and Robert messy. I sure
We
did. I called
was,
y'all both
we
of
was
y'all.
messy boots.
Both of y'all was being
Messy.
messy, but it was entertaining. It was
Yes.
it was entertaining.
Yeah.
First of all, I would just like to say when you hit her with the I don't even know her.
And when she called me a bitch, she put a hard inch in it. I said, the bitch is your makeup, bitch. Don't play with me. Play with the MUA that you hired.
My God.
And on that note, I think it's time for us to go.
Bye, y'all. If y'all have any more questions, if y'all ever want me to pop in, just let me know. I'll always be ready to clear something up.
Thank you,
All
Boo. We
right, baby.
appreciate
Thank you for
you.
coming back.
Anytime.
Mm-mm-mm. They're my babies, honey. Them are my babies. We need to get a date from Markel if the reunion is gonna be in July.
Listen, if it's anywhere near the first week of this week, he gonna be out of gas because we can't.
Mm-mm.
As much as we like to catch flights and not feelings, we can't do
Mm-mm. That ain't even doable. That's not even feasible.
it. Not even.
Mm-mm.
Listen.
Well, I'll find out from him.
Woo!
We tried it. I didn't try
No,
nothing.
we didn't try. We just repeated what you said, Sugarfoot. I said that I watched our panel, and Jeremy is of the impression that Tedley is being bullied, and you co-signed on that train of thought, and we do not agree. We do not agree that that baby is being bullied. He is being held accountable for the things that he has said that were unprovoked, that no one asked him for. No one asked him for that real estate like broker's license. Nobody asked him about it. Him trying to be preemptive and cut George off and pull a stunt to cut George off at the pass at the reunion created this situation. So this is all on Tedley.
And did nobody tell him to have that book reading party without a book?
Did not. Specifically of the same day as that boy's birthday party, because you had it on one day and then you changed it to his to the date of his birthday event. You did it on purpose. And you did it to be petty.
And did.
So you're being called to the carpet for the actions that you have taken. That is not being bullied. You respectful. Okay, baby. That's fine. That's fine, baby.
It's okay. We understand.
It's okay. It's okay. And I appreciate that you respectfully disagree. That's your opinion, and you have every single right to it. However, that baby is being held accountable for the shenanigans that it looks like one-sided to me, but it's still early in the season. But I mean, it is one-sided because Tedley is the one who, aka Madame Fraudulence, is the one who come out with all of these things. And he's the one who pulled out his broker's license, and he's the one who changed the date for his soft book launch to be on the same day of George's party. And he's the one who's done all of these things. So now he's being held accountable for the things that he has done and or said. These are his actions that he's now being called. Of course, it's going to look one-sided. Them people ain't pull out no license and said, hey, I'm a broker. Ain't nobody else do that. Tedley did that. Tedley is on IG with that gray-haired man with the ring from a previous engagement saying that y'all in love and all that other shenanigans and foolishness. Those were the actions of our good friend, Mr. Tedley.
I like what Spicy said. Accountability is not an attack.
It is not an attack. Because sometimes when you, in the great words of Queen of A Shitness Monique, when you do clownery, sometimes the clown comes back to bite. I don't.
Listen.
Okay, baby, that's fair. It's okay. We still love you. We still love you. That's the thing.
Well, we can ready to clown the bishop in a few minutes. So.
Oh God, I saw something. Mr. KB talk about some. He on there screaming it's the Fed's fault or something. He went on and had a full breakdown.
Yeah, he had a moment last night. He did. He had a whole moment last night. Mm-hmm.
Did you see it? Because I know you blocked on several pages.
He actually left it up. So yeah, I saw it because he left it up. And you know, my little angels in the sky. Speaking of which, Tracy,
where the hell are you?
Where you at? It's 4:46. What you doing?
Are you on your way to the emergency room? Are you in the Uber? Did you get clothes on? What are you doing?
Clothes on is the first question. But yeah, one of my little angels in the sky recorded it. So we're just gonna do a reaction watch along.
Foolishness. I will be there with bells on.
Yeah, in about an hour.
To point and laugh.
Yeah, who's doing the RuPaul tonight?
I think Angela.
Did she send out?
All right, kiss my cheeks.
Okay, because I ain't been in the chat because I don't want to see what y'all said. I ain't finished watching the episode.
Don't go in there then, because well, it's mostly voice notes, and you don't know who went home, so don't do that.
Okay. Well, I'm about to finish watching it now, and then so I'm gonna
Okay. He is 2 minutes away. Honey Boo is 2 minutes away to take her to the emergency room.
Okay. Well, keep us posted. Real talk.
Okay. Real. Hit me. DM me when you get to the emergency room, please. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right, y'all.
We love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with us, even though we have 4 names on the thing. I'm going to change the name of this to we talk to Shawn about accountability.
Ciao.
And you'll have to rewind. You'll have to red ball back, Scotty. Oh, here this one come at the tail end. So.
I'm just saying hi. That's it.
Hey,
Boo. Hi, baby. Are you okay?
I am good.
Okay.
Hold on, you
Sounds
want to
sober, so that's good.
Oh,
Oh,
ooh,
well,
maybe he not sober.
okay, maybe not.
He's on vacation. But well, at least we got the third name on there, so I can leave his name on there. The other one is at a birthday party for his daughter's, for his niece or something. I don't remember. He told me. But Abby in a straight. Oh, I see your face.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that I'm out and about,
You in nature, walking children in nature.
right, walking people in nature.
You are out
Um,
though. You in the desert? You out in the desert?
I am, but it was cold. It was so cold. It was like 40 earlier,
Oh
and
no.
now I think it's like what 70 something.
Literally in those.
So we got to
Well, for you,
take
that's
off a
still
little
cold. You
earlier.
probably still got on your winter coat and your
I
gloves.
Mm.
do.
The disrespect to
Mm,
cold nature gang
That's
is
a cute
real.
hat. That's cute. I like that. That's a
thank
cute
you.
hat. What's in that bottle?
It looked like Sprite, but I don't think that's what
Right,
it is.
it is just Sprite.
I
That's
don't think it's
all.
just
Um,
That's
okay.
all.
I
Don't
don't know.
worry, I'm going back. I'm going back, and we about to get this party started again. Listen. When I tell you, we were in LA last night. I saw Duran last night at the club. I said, "Hey to him." I ain't seen him in a minute. He was there. There was a bunch of people at the club we went to. We was at the punk bar. We had a good time at the punk bar.
Okay.
I'll reserve my comments for next week on this week's episode. I did watch it,
Oh
but
Lord.
Oh, God.
I'm sure you do
mm,
have thoughts.
child, you're, you're,
Are you in the desert
anyway.
next to that U-Haul storage place that Tedley and Robert was at?
Girl,
With
tell
the
you that shit.
tumbleweed.
Hmm?
With the tumbleweeds and all the
Right.
things.
But I told
It was
y'all
there.
last season Ted Lee wasn't shit.
Well, I don't think that he is. It's not that he ain't shit. I just don't think he has a healthy relationship with the truth currently.
Oh, that's what we're saying. That's what we're
I'm,
calling you now.
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to help
That's
because
like when people say
they say the boy
you
is
beat up
being
my
bullied.
fist with your face.
I
God,
have no comment.
I'm trying to help so we don't be too
child.
weird because that people think the baby is being bullied, and so I'm trying not to pile on to the bully.
Wait. How is he being bullied when people said when you told people you was a realtor and you ain't even got no real estate license? You say somebody was engaged to you and didn't even have a real man wants no parts of claiming you. Like, I'm just trying to make sure I understand. That's all. I'm just trying to understand. That's it. But we're bullying. Well, you know, I get called bully all the time.
But you
Not as
No,
much
are.
doesn't
as
matter. She got a whole theme song.
yeah. She got a whole theme song. A whole theme song.
And I know I'm gone. I'm not doing this. This what I'm not. This is what we not gonna do.
Anyway, I'm about to go. I just wanted to pop in and say hey to
Well,
y'all. Tell y'all I love y'all
thank you for tapping in. Tap in.
Go have
while I'm
fun,
on the
bitch.
vacay.
Enjoy your vacation. We love you. Have fun.
Okay,
And if
I think
and like
so.
my grandmama used to say, if you can't be good, be
No,
safe.
or be good at it. All right.
Ah.
Bye,
Bye.
boo.
Look at Monk Chip. Monk Chip ain't playing with you, Tracy. Your base should be home soon. That's right, Monk Chip. And we'll keep you guys posted because Tracy is gonna keep us posted, so we'll let you guys know.
Right.
Sling that hair really be yes. I am not a bully.
That's why he said you look like that white lady because the way you slinging your hair. Look at you. Look at you. We are yet praying for our good sister Tracy that she gets to the ER, and we pray God heals her body and there's nothing wrong. It's just a little gas, and she be fine. Um, Thank y'all for coming to hang out. Loretta just she coming back. Wait, she coming back. Ma'am, are you all right?
What time is this thing starting for the RuPaul?
7.
All right, so I have a few minutes to finish watching the episode, and then we're gonna play around with the bishops.
Okay, so we'll meet y'all over to Loretta's house in a few minutes so we
Mhm.
can point and laugh at Bishop Fake a Lot. And we are sending Tracy all our love and healing energy and all that good stuff. Um, we love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week for more shenanigans. I gotta change the title to this.
Yeah, you do. All right, love y'all.
Love you. Bye.